What is up, guys? Back again today. Today we're going to be filming the 5 things I hate about my Mustang. Disclaimer, I don't hate this car at all. Absolutely love this car. But I'm going to be making a 5 things I love about this car next. But yeah, stay tuned to see the 5 things that I slightly dislike about this car. I'm going to be honest, it was not easy thinking of 5 things that I hate about this car. I absolutely love it. I remember when I was getting my second car back in high school, which was the Honda SI. Back then, everyone was telling me that I should buy a Mustang. And I was always like, nah, like, I don't want a Mustang, like, at all. And my main reasoning was that, like, everyone had them. And, like, I wanted something different. I didn't want to have what everybody had. And then, sure enough, 4 years later, I found this car. And I was like, yeah, everyone has a Mustang, but not everyone has this Mustang. I mean, it's a 2015 EcoBoost Premium. It has a 201A package. It's in Guard Metallic, which is kind of like this green color. It's gorgeous. And I was like, I mean, this one's different. And this was obviously the one that I ended up buying. And I absolutely love it. It was extremely hard for me to find 5 things that I hate about this car. But I did. And I'm going to be sharing those with you guys today, whether you're planning on buying one or just curious. Alright, so the first thing that I absolutely hate about this car is the material that's on the steering wheel and the stock shift knob that comes with the car. So, alright, so I have the stock one right here, and it's this extremely slippery, kind of like, not cheap leather, but it's not the best leather, and with like this metal plate on top. It's extremely slippery, so like, I would get in my car, and like I'll go to drive somewhere, and if it's like kind of hot or if it's really cold, your hand slips off like extremely easily. And it's the same thing for the steering wheel that's right here. It's this very it's not like a bad material, it's just not very grippy. There's not like the best places to hold, so like my hand doesn't like slip off that often, but like I always feel like it's going to. So I mean, that kind of sucks. I mean, I changed the shift knob already. I have this Foose metal shift knob, which honestly has more grip than the leather, which is shocking. But yeah, I mean, for me, that's the first thing I don't like about this car. I will be changing the steering wheel at some point. It's just expensive to get a full carbon fiber one, so I don't know when that's gonna happen, but eventually this will have to go. But yeah, that's the first thing that I hate about this car. Okay, for the second thing that I hate about this car, it is the cheap side brackets that come on the front bumper of the car. So it's these brackets, I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see right in here. It's the bracket that's right up in here that attaches to the fender, right under the fender lining. It's this, you can kind of see in there, I don't know how well you can see, but it's this extremely like cheap piece of plastic that's a part of the bumper. And when I put on my Cervini's front grille, obviously the whole bumper has to come off. And on this side bracket on the left here, I was able to eventually get it back on, but it cracked all the way through. And originally I was thinking I was gonna have to put holes inside my bumper and put like a quick latch on or something, but I was actually somehow able to get it up and hold it pretty tight. So unless you're like right here, you can see like this little gap that's like 2 millimeters, but I mean, if you step back, it's barely noticeable. But I absolutely hate that about this car. It makes taking the bumper off extremely hard, and it's a very cheap piece of plastic, and I just feel like Ford could have done a way better job when choosing what kind of material to put there. Like, it just doesn't really make sense to me why that's what they went with. It's extremely it's extremely flimsy. Not good. So yeah, that's the second thing I hate about this car. The cheap plastic side mounts for the bumper. Alright, so the third thing that I hate about this car is not actually something I hate, but something that other people hate, and that it's a 2-door. So, I mean, I don't mind it at all. I think it's perfectly fine. I mean, I don't drive that many people around all the time, so like, it's not that big of an issue for me. The only time it kind of bothers me is when like I gotta go pick up people and drive them somewhere, and every single time they get in and out of my car, I gotta put the side seat down, push it forward, and then they gotta cram in and scuff up the side of my car or the side of the seat. But other than that, like, I don't mind. But everybody else complains that it's 2 doors. They hate getting in the back seat, which I kind of get, but at the same time, like, this car has nice back seats. I mean, unless you're like extremely tall, there's more than enough space They're comfortable. I don't know. I've sat back there. I'm like 5'10". I fit perfectly fine, so it doesn't bother me, but everybody else hates that it's 2 doors. All right, and the fourth thing that I hate about this car that really, really bothers me is that when you turn the car on, it instantly starts on AM up here. Now, I don't know if I'm like, just don't know what I'm doing or what, but I haven't figured out a way to change it. If you somehow know a way, let me know in the comments. But when you turn this car on, it instantly goes to the AM instead of connecting to your phone's Bluetooth. So you turn your car on, and then 2 seconds later, it could be 7:30 in the morning, and it just extremely loud, like static noise. It's extremely annoying. You got to go in here, go down, then connect to your Bluetooth right here, and then your normal music will start playing. I mean, I don't normally have a charger plugged in. If you did, then you would use the line in that's down here. But you can't see that well. That's right here. But I don't know, that really bothers me when I get in my car and it's super early in the morning and I'm just like still half waking up, still half asleep, and it just gets in here and it just starts blaring static. It's extremely annoying. Definitely do not like that about the Mustang. All right, and the fifth and final thing that I hate about my Mustang is how quiet it comes from factory. Now I get it, it's not a GT, it's not a V8, it's a 4-cylinder with a turbo, but like I feel like it could be a lot louder, or at least like a little bit louder than how it comes from factory. It's like literally as quiet as a mouse. Like it's kind of embarrassing. But like over like the, I guess, 6 months that I had the car with the stock exhaust, I did grow to like it. Like it's not a bad sound. You have to like kind of get used to it and like you learn to love it, which I did. Like I did enjoy it, but like it's just way too quiet. That's really kind of nitpicking, because like it's really not that bad. It's just way too quiet. Like when you think Mustang, you think like something that's like screaming as it goes down the road, and this stock does not scream at all. This car screams now, even just with a muffler delete. Still has a resonator, still has a stock downpipe, but just with the muffler delete, it screams when you get on it in second, third, fourth, whatever it may be. But stock, quiet. So hate that. Also, this car backfires just without the muffler, which I think is extremely weird. Like I didn't expect any kind of backfires till I at least took out the downpipes. But if this car, the second I took out the muffler, if I'm anywhere around like 3,000 to 3,500 RPMs, I just blip the gas, backfires every single time, which is fantastic. I can try and get like an audio clip right now of that, and I'll insert that right after this clip. But yeah, that's the fifth thing that I hate about this car. Now all these things, they're really not a big deal at all. I don't hate this car in any way. It was hard to film this video. I just wanted to film it. I'm gonna do 5 things I love about this car next. But yeah, I mean, that's it. I think the one thing out of the 5 that I actually hate would probably be the cheap clips, or not clips, the cheap brackets on the side of the front bumper, because those are absolutely awful. I hate them. They don't fit, or they fit, but ooh, what is that? I have no idea what kind of car that is. That's pretty sick. Damn. Alright, but yeah, like the cheap side brackets on the front bumper, definitely the least favorite thing out of the top 5 lists that I just listed. So annoying. I mean, I plan to wrap this car this summer as well, and the only reason I'm now looking forward to it is because I have to take that front bumper off again, and I'm really scared I'm not going to be able to get it back on. And I feel like that shouldn't be an issue when you know that people buying these cars are going to be modifying it, they're going to be making it their own. The bumper's going to be coming off for a lot of different things. You'd think they would put a little more effort into putting a nicer, less cheap, more quality bracket in the front, but I mean, they didn't, so I don't know what to do about that. But yeah, other than that, I mean, those are the 5 things that I hate about this car. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, or keep watching the content, and please subscribe. I'm going to be uploading every single week, if not more. I have a lot of ideas coming for the future, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.